Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner, and this is a channel about cross stitch and my online cross stitch shop, cobwebcorner.com. I do have Bordeaux, who doesn't seem to want to leave the table. She has not been in our videos very often lately, so see if I can get her to say hi. So there, she's saying hi. We'll see how long she sticks around. This is FlossTube number 95. Today is September 14th, 2024. And I'm going to make this pretty quick because I have a ton of new inventory to show you, and I have a whole bunch more that needs to be entered, but I don't want to get this pile to show you to get out of control. So I'm just going to try to read my aunt's travel journal, talk about what's been going on, do the giveaways, and jump right into the new inventory. So it's been a couple months since my last video, and my husband did go to Seattle. He drove to Seattle from Iowa to help my daughter and her now fiance. Exciting news. My daughter got engaged, so we're really excited about that. Anyway, they have a house in Seattle that needs a lot of work, and he went out there and stayed with them for about, I don't know, 9 or 10 days. Took 3 or 4 days to get there, and 9 or 10 days there, and then he drove up to northern Minnesota and visited with his family there, his mom and a couple of his brothers and sister-in-laws, and then he drove back home. So he was gone for almost 3 weeks. And also, right after he got home, about a week after he got home, we left for Montana for a 7-day vacation, and we just had a fabulous time. The only bad thing was the wildfires. They were just horrible, and they're horrible all over the US and Canada. So the smoke was really bad. But other than that, we just had the most relaxing and wonderful vacation. So what have I been up to? Not a, boy, I'm in the stage of my video. It's so hard to not do that sometimes when you're trying to think about what you're going to say. The just comes out. So I have not done a lot of stitching. I'll show you what I have done. I'm just going to give a very brief mental health notice. I've suffered from severe depression all of my adult life, and have gotten help from that for that over the last 45 years. And this summer I had needed to reach out for more help, and I've been very unmotivated because of that. So all I want to say about that's a personal issue. That all I want to say is I encourage you that if you're finding yourself not enjoying the things that you used to love, which has been my case with cross stitch and all of my crafting, or you're severely tired, or having any kind of bad thoughts or anything, please just reach out to your regular family physician and let them know what's going on, because help does work. So I know it works, and it's working now. I'm doing way better than I had been, and that's really all I want to say about it, is that I want you to know that you're not the only one. When you see somebody doing a FlossTuber video, we always give our best face forward, and we never know what's going on in the background. So I just wanted to say I feel ya, and get help if you need it. Just reach out to your family doctor and say, I'm just not motivated. This is going on. This is going on. What do you think? And then they'll discuss your options with you. So that's my public service announcement for the day. Other things I've been doing is taking care of my parents. My mom is 90. My dad's 92. They're still living at home, and they're starting to have more and more health concerns. On 2 days from now, I take my mother to an appointment because she had a standard, I think EKG, one of those 10-second tests, and it showed a mass on her heart, and we have no idea what that means yet. That was like 3 weeks ago. And of course they call and they say, well, your EKG found a mass on your heart and you need to come in. Sorry, I cut a hair in the wrong place. Well, you need to come in and talk about your treatment options. And you're like, great. And then you just worry for 3 weeks. So we're going to find out what's going on with that in 2 days. And crossing my fingers that it's nothing too serious. Of course, you know, you start to Google everything and it's never good. I think I'm not going to be able to stop the ums on this video. So I'm just going to apologize now. I have started back up. I have a group of girls, 2 of them are good friends of mine, and then some other ladies that I'm getting to know have been doing a sewing group once a month for a long time, and they've invited me a number of times, and I finally decided it's time that I start going. So I've attended that twice, and the group is all for quilting, so they all bring their travel machines. And while I do have a machine, my machine is like this big and I don't have a travel machine. So I take my cross stitch and we just sit and talk, and it's most of the day. We start about 10 o'clock in the morning, take a break for everybody brings their lunch, and then we take a short break and we leave anywhere from 2 to 3 o'clock. And I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really enjoying getting to know some of the other ladies in the group. So it's a good social activity. I know lots of you have stitching groups. I've never done one before, and I can see how beneficial it is. Plus, it lets you have a dedicated time. The only thing with stitching in a group while you're talking is I make so many mistakes, and luckily the piece I took is stuff that I can just fudge around and get by with, but I don't know that I would take a complicated piece to the stitching group because I'm constantly talking. That's about it. We need to find out what's going to happen with my mom. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that for the last 4 years, my husband and I have taken time off in the fall and spring to help our friends with planting and harvest. And harvest will start probably in about 2 to 3 weeks, probably 2.5 weeks. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit, but what happens with that is going to depend on what's happening with my parents, of whether I'm able to go do that or not. So let me show you what stitching I did get done. I continued working on Garden Fair by Courtney Collections, and I just continued filling in the red. So I did most of this this last time. And then there's more down here. As I said before, I know I'm going to run out of black, and so I need to get that ordered. Then for my stitching group, I took, this is Seasonal Courier Blackbird's Autumn by Robin Pickens. And I started this way back in late March at the Steel City Stitchers Retreat, but then I hadn't picked it up since, and I got quite a bit done. I did all of the flowers in this green here, and there's like 3 mistakes in the flowers, but you know, you can't tell. And then I did down here, and I've started this pumpkin. So quite a bit. There's not a whole lot left. I've got the rest of this is the pumpkin I'm working on now, and then I've got this little one and this border. And maybe there's a couple other leaves or something in there, but I think I got all the green done, and I've got the big pumpkin done. So not too, I don't know if you see, yeah, not too far. Couple more stitching group sessions, or if I take this up farming and take it in the camper, I hope to have that done pretty quickly. So, and I haven't done any machine embroidery. I just have not been in my craft room at all, and that's sad, but starting to get back at it. Winners for last video's giveaways. If I call your name, my email address is down below. You need to email me, and you need to put FlossTube winner in the subject line. Please don't put anything else. I mean, as long as the words FlossTube winner are in the subject line, that helps me quickly find those emails. Sorry. Then you need to tell me your mailing address, where I can ship it to, and what you won. Remind me what you won so that I don't accidentally send you the wrong item, which has been known to happen. So the first thing we had was this fabric. It's a 32 count Lugana, and this was from Steel City Stitchers. Jody used to have a fabric club, Fabric of the Month club, and this is from that. And there were 76 people interested in the fabric, and the winner is Ms. Beach Girl, MSBEACHGIRL. Okay, so that was a good one. And then we had this set of labels, acid-free cards and envelopes to label your cross-stitch pieces by It's So Emma. You had to use the word label. 38 people were interested in winning this, and the winner is Linda Kennison 405. Then we had May's Flowers by It's So Emma, and you had to use the word flowers, and 30 people were interested in this, and the winner is Julie W.1139. Then we had a donated chart called Le Jardin de Lapin, the Rabbit's Garden, and it's by Praiseworthy Stitches, and this is a pre-owned chart, but it looks to be in brand new condition. There were 30 people interested in that, and you had to use the word garden, and the winner is Pat Wiggers 7872. And last, we had this really cute zipper pull. It says Frog Be Gone, and you had to use the word frog. 37 people were interested in this, and the winner is Pat Quilt B77. So again, if I called your name, use the email that you can find down below. Email me with FlossTube winner, what you won, and where you want it mailed to. All right, now I'm going to read from my great aunt's travel journal. Actually, in Iowa, we say aunt, great aunt, but for some reason, so I'll probably switch between aunt and aunt. I don't know why I've all of a sudden started using the word aunt or pronouncing it as aunt, but now I am. Let me know how you pronounce it, whether you pronounce it like aunt, A-N-T, or the other way. I don't know what word, gaunt, something, I don't know. Anyway, they've been on a cross-country trip from Iowa up to Minnesota to North Dakota into Canada, and last time we read was they were in Hornbrook, California. Now their destination is to see family in Richmond, California, and that's where they're going to end up when I read today. So that is their final destination. Then they're going to take a different route home. So if this isn't your thing, this is my great aunt. The travel journal is from 1939, and she is traveling with her husband and my great-great-grandmother. So this one is Richmond, California, September. If this isn't your thing, just skip ahead 5 minutes or something, or 3 minutes. This one's about a page. This is from Richmond, California, September 8th, 1939, and it's a Friday. This was another beautiful day. We all had such wonderful night's rest. This morning, while Wes was putting the finishing touches to the packing, Mother and I walked down and along the Rogue River. It is surely a pretty place, and we'd like to have remained longer. Our journey continued over rather mountainous roads. For miles, we could see Mount Shasta, and at times the road went very close to it. And then there's a town, it's spelled Y-R-E-K-A, and I don't know if she means Eureka or not, but it's Y-R-E-K-A. I'm going to pronounce it Eureka. Eureka is a nice little town snuggled among the mountains. It is an extremely resort town with good fishing all the year round. Strange as it may seem, south of Eureka we ran into both barren and rich agricultural country. One side of the road was dry as a bone and the other side very productive. Near Weed we drove for a way through pine timber or forest. In the town of Mount Shasta, we saw huge mining camps. At Dunsmuir, California, we registered our car and obtained a non-resident car permit and sticker to be put on the windshield. The office was located on a steep mountainside, and from there we descended a mile or more, winding our way through beautiful scenic mountains. I skipped a line. The farther we went, the mountains became less attractive as they were barren, and we encountered construction and saw many men fighting forest fires. So even back in 1939, that was a major issue. The temperature gradually grew warmer and warmer. By the time we got to Reading, it was hot. We ate our dinner along the side of the road at Anderson. There were groves of olive trees there. Wesley stopped in Corning to investigate his oil interests, and I think she means oil drilling. It looks as if interest is the only possible thing that remains, and very little of that. So what I think that means is he was interested in the oil drilling, but when they got there, there wasn't much of that going on. At 3 in the afternoon, we stopped at Willows for grape pop. This region is a Montana-looking country. It so happened that there was a parking space in front of a Woolworth 10-cent store at Woodland, so we took advantage of it. I bought a blue belt, lemon drops, and a few personal needs. Late in the afternoon, as we were nearing Richmond, we saw a car burning up. Just a short time before that, we saw one in a ditch. We had to cross a toll bridge before getting into Richmond. Got to the city limits at 6 in the afternoon. We lost about an hour trying to find Anna's home. John was waiting at Anna's for us, and Aunt Mert, Hannah, and Marie were waiting at the cabin camp for us. So these are all relatives. The way I understand it, John and Anna were the parents, and Mert and Hannah and Marie were their children or something like that. So I have a first cousin that's way into our family genealogy, and I could figure that out, but you guys probably don't care about that. Anna surely looks natural. Now, she uses this term natural a couple ways, and I'm not quite sure what she means, but I think it means she looks like she should for her age, because she uses it again in a little bit. Anna surely looks natural. She took me into the bedroom to see baby Boyd. He was asleep, but I could see that he is a darling. We then struck out for our cabin, following Uncle John. When we reached camp, we realized that we had passed by there about an hour before. What a lot of time and trouble we could have saved had we known. It seemed good to see Aunt Mert, Hannah, and Marie at the cabin, and it was a real welcome that they gave us. The girls looked natural, but Aunt Mert had aged considerably since we saw her in 1935. I have no idea what the ages of the people that they were visiting were. We all agreed that Uncle John had done well in selecting living quarters as it was an ideal arrangement. Our house is a roomy 2-room cabin next to theirs. Soon Uncle John, Marie, and I went for groceries while Hannah brewed a pot of coffee. We spent the evening at their cabin to chat and quote dunk. I do not know what quote dunk means, so if you know that term, comment below and let me know. Expenses: gas in Redding, California, 10.5 gallons, $2.15. Gas in Richmond, California, 5 gallons, 93 cents. Pop, 15 cents. Personals from the Woodland 10-cent store were 56 cents. The toll was 60 cents, which is quite a bit compared to the price of gas and stuff. Groceries in Richmond, California were $1.24 for the total day's expenses of $5.63. The car registered 6,617 miles this evening. We drove 356 miles today. Wes drove in the forenoon and Gladys this afternoon. So that is, we're just about, I don't know, we have maybe 7 or 8 more days. And on the last video, someone said, I noticed that your journal is typed. And I have no idea whether my great aunt wrote everything out and then typed it up, or whether she had her typewriter with her. I don't think she would have brought her typewriter with her unless they had a lot of room in the car. but you never know. So it is typed, which makes it, I have a number of handwritten letters from around that period from my mom's side of the family, and they are very difficult to read. So I'm really grateful that those are typed. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. It's been a lot of fun for me to read it. New giveaways. So if you're interested in a giveaway, you need to be at least 18 years of age so I can legally ask for your mailing address. Do not use the word giveaway, and you must use the word that I give you in a comment below. So the first thing is 3 10-yard skeins of floss by Bestitch Me. It's hand dyed silk floss by Bestitch Me, and the colors are Beehive, Chick, and Bumblebee. If you're interested in those, use the word floss, and all 3 will go to one person. Then I have this adorable penguin zipper or bag decoration, a zipper pull, or you could use it as a project bag decoration. Use the word penguin, Penguin. It looks like that. Then I have a donated chart that I believe is brand new. Someone sent this to me and donated it as a giveaway. It is by Northern Expressions Needlework, and it is called Daisy. Use the word Daisy, D-A-I-S-Y. And the last one is Sleigh Ride. This is a brand new chart by It's So Emma. And use the word ride, R-I-D-E. So in the next video, I will search your comments and use a random comment picker to pick out the winners for those items. New inventory. I'm not going to do a business topic because I have so much to show you guys. When I say new inventory, it may not be a brand new release, but it has never been in the Cobweb Corner online shop before. So it's new to the shop. And you can find all of these. They're all in stock as of the making of this video. And you can find them at cobwebcorner.com. And there's a link down below for that. And I need to make room because I may have to pause this in the middle and make more room. The first one is a newer release. It's Summer Jam by October House Fiber Arts. And then from the recent virtual market, I got a brand new designer, Cherry Blossoms. She is a fabric designer, and also does quilt patterns and has just started creating cross stitch patterns. And some of her things are really cute. The first one is Oh So Happy, and so is S-E-W. And it's just a really pretty colors. It would look really, really good in a craft or sewing room. So it's got all kinds of sewing and quilting motifs in there. And most of her charts are done in Weeks Dye Works, maybe a little bit of Classic Colorworks, and every once in a while a little bit of DMC. The next one is Cherish, and it says, Some People Are Worth Melting For. Vintage Ornament Set 1. You get all 3 designs. They're only 40. They're each a little bit different counts, but they average about 39 by 41. And those are all done. The called fors are Weeks Dye Works, but she gives a DMC conversion. This is one of my favorites of hers. These are all by Cherry Blossoms. This is Snow Day. And this one is Family, and it says, Family Makes Life Beautiful. So I think as a brand new designer, she's doing a pretty good job. Hello Pumpkin, and you actually get 3 designs. You get the Hello Pumpkin and the Autumn, and then you get this little bonus chart called Little Crows. And then Therapy. It's got all kinds of sewing and stitching motifs and says My Therapy. Got multiples of those. And I think this is the last one by Cherry Blossoms, and it is Heart Song. And it says, stitching makes my, and then it has a heart sing. Isn't that cute? That's Heart Song. Then, new to Cobweb Corner is Sunflower Bell Pull by Drawn Thread. Oops, sorry, there's quite a bit of glare there. There, that's better. And did that one. And also by October House, Fiber Arts is Sewing Sundries. And this is from the Skinny Mini series. Now in here, I've got a bunch of new autumn and Halloween charts. This one is Gathered Together from the Small Gathering series by Hands On Design. Also by Hands On Design is Autumn Folk. This is a series of 4 designs that will all fit on this size board when stitched with 32 count fabric. Jingle Bells. This is new block party type of, block party chart. And I do have the pins in stock, and the chart comes with the wool that goes on top of the block. It's a really fun one. It's like I'm shaking. I don't know what's going on. Jack and Company by Little Stitch Girl. Little Stitch Girl is a new designer to Cobweb Corner. Fabulous House Series number 8, The Lighthouse by Cottage Garden Samplings. Summer on the Square by Scissortail Designs. I think those are so pretty. And they're all 47 by 47. From the Heart, Spooky Quaker. Betsy's Patriotic Basket, 4th of July by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. I love this one. Look at the colors in that. It's so bright. And that one is 103 by 104. Sweet Land of Liberty by Primrose Cottage. 5 Friends by Kesslins. We Santa 24 by Heart in Hand. By Erin Elizabeth Designs, we have French Tier, Summer, Teach, Love, Inspire. From Mill Hill, Haunted Halloween. I think this is an older one. These are brand new. I got them from Wichita. Yeah, this was originally published in 1999. But look at those designs. Aren't they fun? So that is Haunted Halloween by Mill Hill. Tiny Modernist, Halloween Crystal Ball. All kinds of new Halloween things. Lots and lots of new Halloween. Welcome Halloween by the Drawn Thread. Another new designer for me, for our shop, is the Stitch Crypt, and this is Ghostly Garden by Joan Elliott. Winter Solstice. Look at that owl at the top. Isn't that amazing? And then the deer and wolves down below. Just her samplers like that. There's a number of them, and they are amazing. Let's see. Let's get some other things here. Sorry, guys. Also by Joan Elliott is The Little Witching Hour. Another one of the samplers by Joan Elliott, which I think is just stunning, is Give Thanks for All Things. It's got that alphabet. It says, no, is not an alphabet. It says, gather together, give thanks for all things, with love be blessed. It's just, I just think it's stunning. Another one from Joan Elliott along the same lines is The Mermaid's Realm. Okay, another new designer is Miss Prim, and this is Death Moth Pillow. This is a newer designer. I have a couple of her designs, and this is by Bad Stitch, and it's called A Study in Bats. Then another newer designer to Cobweb Corner is the Elfin Forest. This is Celestial Dream. Calling All Crows. Skeleton Witch. And these are this one's very small, 21 by 56. The Unemployed Scarecrow. Watching the Corn Grow. Again, these are all by Elfin Forest. Autumn Harvest. Then by Little Stitch Girl is Holiday Banner, Halloween. This was a market release. I'm very, very, very slow in getting this done, getting this online. I saw this model at market, and it is just as cute as can be. Also by Little Stitch Girl is Nightmare on Plaid Street. You get all three designs. From Lola Crow is Gothic Authors. Then from Erin Elizabeth Designs, these are the most recent market releases. Believe, and I do have the Dinky Dye Silk Floss also available. You only need one skein, and it's a monochromatic chart. Okay, we're getting down there. From Erin Elizabeth is Patriotic You. Let's see what floss pack this is. Oh, and I do have the Dinky Dyes Silk Floss Pack for Patriotic You. Strawberry Tear. From Calico Confectionery, Feline Flutter. What is it? Yeah, Feline Flutter. Also from Calico Confectionery, Happy Harvest Sampler. Lots of autumn things. Also Calico Confectionery is Hello Fall. Back to Elfin Forest, Pumpkinhead Witch. And again, this one's only 21 by 56. I don't know how to say this for sure, but I think it's Samhain Halloween. It's Samhain, if you want to search for it. By the Elfin Forest is Happy Halloween. Then another new designer to Cobweb Corner is The Woolly You, and this is Mr. Barn E. Owl. Back to Elfin Forest. I think we already did it. No, I did Cat Witch. If I did that one already, I apologize. Calico Confectionery, Scaredy Cat. And also Calico Confectionery is Thanksgiving Day Sampler. So I told you guys I had a ton of new stuff, and I was really needed to get this out there before all of a sudden it's Halloween. Book of Deadly Potions by Haunted Frames, another new designer to Cobweb Corner. This is Book of Deadly Potions. Also by Haunted Frames is Book of Warrior Queens. From The Woolly You, Little Jack Foolery. Did that one already. Did that one already. From Modern Folk Embroidery, the Baldequin Birdies. And I think this is this one the stitch along? Yes, this is a year-long stitch along. You can stitch at your own rate, but otherwise I think you stitch one page a month. So that'll be starting in January. Modern Folk Embroidery. I believe it's the 2025. Let me look. Yeah, welcome to the 2025 Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. Then he tells about the design, and I'm pretty sure it's you stitch one page a month. I might be wrong. Also by Modern Folk Embroidery is Got the Morbs. From Lola Crow, we have Moonlight Mushrooms. And also from Lola Crow is the Book Cage Bookmark. I just have one of those left. Back to Elfin Forestry, All Hallows Inn. So I told you guys quite a few FlossTubes ago that I was dedicated to finding designers that you might not have seen elsewhere. So a lot of this is that effort. Lola Crow, Greenhouse of Oddities. Look at that. It's just such an amazing design. New release by the Prairie Schooler. It's not a new release. It's a reprint by the Prairie Schooler. And this is American Primitive, book number 8. All right, then I think that's almost it. Here is the pins for that block party design by Hands On Design. And then I also got the charms for Cherie's or Sherry's, SHEREE''S stocking by Shepherd's Bush. And I should have the chart in stock too. And that's it. So got a lot of new things, and I have a lot more that need to be entered yet. So what's coming up? Normally in 2.5 weeks, I'd be leaving for harvest. I'm hoping to still do that. The way it works is they normally start harvesting soybeans first, and my job is to disc the field after they harvest the corn. So if they aren't going to start the corn for a week and a half until after the soybeans are done, then I won't be needed right away, and I'd only be gone maybe 2 weeks at the most. If they start doing both at the same time or try to get some of the corn in first, I'll go up right shortly after my husband goes up. We're thinking that will be around the first week of October. If that happens, my shop will be closed during the time that I am gone. You will be able to review your past orders. You'll be able to browse the site, but you won't be able to check out. I'm not even sure you can. I think you can add things to your cart, but I don't think you can check out. If we find out that my mom needs to have surgery or needs additional tests or care, I will most likely cancel my trip to the farm and will stay home. And if that happens, as much as possible, depending on the situation of what has to be done, the shop will be open as usual. And if there's something like, let's say my mom does have to have surgery and I know it's going to be, I need to take care of her for 5 days, I will close my shop and I will put a message out about why we're closed and when I think I might be open again. But I know you guys understand that. If you've been shopping with me for a while, you know that October and May, the shop is often closed for at least 2 weeks. And I go drive a tractor. So I'm really hoping that we get good news from the doctor and that I can continue to do that this year. Thanks for watching, everybody. Again, everything can be found at cobwebcorner.com, and there's a lot of information down below with links and stuff like that for what you need. Again, thanks for watching. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye-bye.